Hello, everybody, boys and girls, parents. I hope you're all well and good, and welcome to today's class. This is Teacher George English of Anuban Pubunwes School. Welcome to our class. Sorry for the delay there. Okay, so we are looking at Discovery Island 3. These are our books. We have a workbook that looks like this, and we have a student book that looks like this. So you should have both your books in front of you, please. Now, Unit 5 homework. Some of you have sent the homework. Some of you did not send the homework. If you did, very well done, and thank you. I see some very good work. Spelling, very good, and your grammar, also very good. So well done. And thank you to any parents for your support and your help at this time. If you did not do the homework, no good. Do it now. If you have not done the homework, do it now. Okay, I can check when we get back to school, or you can send to the school and they can send to me. That's fine, and I can check it for you. That's homework or assignments. Okay, so if you want to send them in, do so, but you must complete the work. I will be checking when we get back to school. Okay, good. Okay, Unit 5. Let's play a game, shall we? Yeah, a memory game. So, can you guess? This is about the story, Unit 5 story. Okay, so question. What does Ruby love? What does Ruby love? I hear some correct answers already. So the answer is Ruby loves dancing. Ruby loves dancing. Okay, so Ruby loves dancing. If you want to write these down, that's cool. That's up to you. The more you listen and the more you write and speak, the faster you will learn. Okay, so if you want to write, please do. What does Ruby love? Ruby loves dancing. Question number 2. What does John want to be? What does John want to be? Do we know? I hear some correct answers already. So, John wants to be a movie star. He wants to be a movie star. John wants to be a movie star. Okay, again, if you want to write this down, write in your English notebook or your paper or your computer or tablet, whatever you're using, please do. The more you write, speak, and listen is good, man. Okay, so next question. What does Jenny love? What does Jenny love? And the answer, Jenny loves animals. Jenny loves animals. Yeah, so do I. I love dogs. That's my favorite animal is a dog. And I'm sure you have one too. Next question. What does Ruby want to be? What does Ruby want to be? Think. If Ruby loves dancing, what does she want to be? Ruby wants to be a dancer. Ruby wants to be a dancer. Yeah. Can you dance? I cannot. I try, but people just laugh at me. Okay, moving on. So unit 5, I want you to describe. What I mean by describe is tell us about. What is it? What does it do? Or what do they do? Remember, we're talking about jobs. Okay, so think, what do they do? Where do they work? What do they do? And where do they work? Think. And also remember, we say she is for a lady or a girl, or we say he is for a man or a boy. He is. Uh, and this is for a person. So for a person, it's either going to be female, a lady, or a girl. So she is a, if it's a boy or a man, he is a, and then the answer. So let's have a look here. What is this job? Everybody should know. If you don't, you haven't been listening. So this one is we're going to say police officer. Police officer. I'm sure everybody got that correct. At number 1, she is a, give your answer. Now look here. Think. What do they do? What do they do? So she is a, it's 2 words you have to put in there. Okay. And question number 2. What do they do? What do they do? She, so there's 2 words there. Very simple. And number 3, where does she work? Where does she work? She works in a, remember, what is she? Here, what is she? So this word is the same as this word. She works in a, 2 words. Next. Okay, what is he? Everybody must know. Everybody should know this one. And again, we're asking the question, what do they do? So here, what does he do? He is a, what is he? What is he? And number 2, what does he do? What does he do? And actually, I've kept it very simple, and it's the same as the police officer. They both do this. I'll explain more in the next slide. And number 3, where does he work? Where does he work? He works in a, okay, so think about what he does in his job. It's one word, it's 4 letters, and it's very hot. So he works in a, 2 words. Right, let's move on. Well done if you got the answers correct. Top score. And now we look at the vocabulary. So, question 1, what is she? What is she? Now, you must know. You have to know. Answer 1. So I've given you 2 letters. There are 4 words. Sorry, I took my time there. There's 4 words. 4 words you have to write. So think, what is she? Let's go back here quickly to, okay. So what is she? She is a, here. So, she. Okay. Now, what I'd like you to do really is to write this down. If you have paper or a workbook, notebook, you can do the drawing if you want, but I think the writing is very important. The more you listen, the more you speak, and the more you write, the quicker you will learn. You will learn better. Okay. So number two, question number two. What does she do? What does she do? Does anybody know? I hear some correct answers already. And answer number two, again, I've given you two letters. So what does she do? And we're going to start with she. And then there's a 5-letter word here. It has an S on the end. And then there's a 6-letter word here with E on the end. So what does she do? What does she do? I'll give you the answers at the end if you don't know. No problem. Okay, next. Where does she work? Where does she work? Yes, think about what does she do. So the first the first word of where she works is in the name of her job. Okay, so we're going to start again. She works. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Now, hopefully you've got that right. If not, don't worry. We're here to learn. That's what it's all about. So the answers. We'll start here. Answer one. She is a police officer. She is a police officer. Now, I'm not going to give you the spelling because by now we should know how to spell and you have your books. So you can study by yourself with the questions I give you. So she is a police officer. Number two, what does she do? What does she do? She helps people. We keep it very simple. She helps people. 3 words. She helps people. All of these words are in your books, your student book or your workbook. So you should have no problem in answering to answer these questions. Okay, now answer number 3. Oh, before we go further, where does she work? Where does she work? Okay, so we're going to start here with she. She works in a police station. Police station. If you remember, we did a communications class on this, so everybody should know. The answers are in your books anyway, but you should know this one. She works in a police station. Good stuff. Now, on to the next one. So, what is he? What is he? Everybody knows, I'm sure. What is he? So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 words. 4 words. Question number 2. What does he do? What does he do? What does he do? And actually, it's the same as the police officer. So, number 2. Answer number 2. What does he do? What does he do? What does he do? Remember, Keep it simple. It's the same as the police officer is 3 words. No, okay, so question number 3. Where does he work? Where? Where does he work? And the answer, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 words. Okay, and we start with he works. He works. He works. Okay, it's very, very similar. It's nearly the same as the police officer. So he works. Okay. Now, hopefully everybody has this correct. If not, listen to what I say. Please listen. I speak clearly, so you should be able to understand. And the answers are in your books anyway. But answer number 1, he is a firefighter. Okay, he is a firefighter. Good. So I'd like you to write this, please. Write it. Paper, English notebook, or on your tablet or computer. Doesn't matter. And answer number 2, what does he do? He helps people. He helps people. Yeah, so he helps people. And answer number 3, where does he work? Where? Where does he work? He works in a fire station. He works in a fire station. Good stuff. Now, I hope everybody got that correct. If you did, good job. If not, then you can replay the video. You can pause and you can check in your book to get the correct answers. Okay, but I've given you the answers, so you should just need to pause and rewind if needed, if you need to. Okay, now Unit 5, activities or tasks. Let's have a look. What do we have to do? So, student book. You need your student book, guys. Get your student book. And we're looking at this page here. Okay, so you need to complete the following. So finish these tasks. This is today's date, 19th of the 1st, 2021. So number one is activity 12, this one here. Remember the unit story. Remember the unit story, and I want you to match the words to make the sentence. Okay? So story page 64 will help. Again, you should not need my help with this one. If you do, get in touch with the school, or if you have my line details, then you can send that to me via line, no problem. So activity 12, match the words to make the sentence. Story page 64 will help in your workbook. In your workbooks, but story page 64 will help. Okay, now number 2, activity 13. This is this one here, and what I'd like you to do, okay, is to invent. Invent. What I mean by invent is to make a story and draw and write. So drawing and writing, and it can look something like this actually, if you like. So you could have 3 pictures, you could have 6 pictures, but what I'd like you to do is to invent or make a story and draw. Practice the story with your friend or your family to master the vocabulary. Okay, Now the vocabulary is here. You see, we have an arrow coming down, and this is all about values. Okay, values. So I study for 10 hours each week. This is an example. You might do less, you might do more. How many hours a week do you study? Okay, so you make a story out of this. And the next vocabulary that we need to get used to or learn is, how much time do you spend studying each week? So this is the question. So question, answer, question, answer. Okay. Question, how much time do you spend studying each week? Answer, I study for 10 hours each week. Okay, and the next activity, this number 3, activity 14, values. I want you to complete the chores table. Ask family or friends. Ask family or friends. So I want you to complete the chores table here. So you just put down, how many hours a week do you do this activity? So studying. This activity here, how many hours do you spend cleaning or doing chores? And number 3 is, how much time do you spend playing? Don't know, playing football or riding your bike, whatever you might be doing. Okay, so hopefully that's clear. If not, like I said, get in touch with the school or get in touch with me. I'm happy to help. Okay, and unit 5, homework. So you have some homework to do on top of your task. I'm sorry, but it has to be done. So complete the following. And this is page 65, student book. Study hard, work hard, and play hard. And you'll see at the bottom of the page, bottom of page 65, you have this writing here, and it says home school link. Okay, so what I want you to do is to make a poster. Make a poster. So a poster is a drawing of your favorite subject. Okay, so your favorite subject might be science, it might be maths, it might be English. That would be good. It could be PE. What other? Could be Thai, your Thai language, your Thai classes. So write about, or sorry, make a poster. So I want you to draw about your favorite subject, chore, or game. Okay. Draw and write. Draw and write. So there is a link here. So there's a video about chores for a better understanding of what are chores. What are chores? Watch the video. This will help you. And here's a video about studying hard, working hard, and playing hard. So watch this for a better understanding. Remember, if you if you study hard, work hard, then you can play hard. And we have some examples here. So example number 1. Now this is very, very important. So please listen. If you study hard, you are more, sorry, I'll start again. If you study hard and more importantly, listen more, you will learn more and be more successful. Fact. Absolutely true. I'll say it again. If you study hard and more importantly, listen more, you will learn more and be more successful. Remember, we have two ears, and one mouth. So you should listen twice as much as you talk. Remember that. If you listen more than you talk, you will do a better job. And so example number 2. Okay, if you do not listen and or study hard, you might not be able to do the job that you want. So example, I'm going to use police officer as an example. Okay, if you do not study hard, you may not be able to go to university and get the qualifications, so the papers you need to become a police officer. Okay, you cannot just get a job. You have to work hard, you have to study, and then you can get the job. So study hard and you will have job choices. You can choose when you start working. You know, you can think, oh, actually, I want to be a firefighter, or I want to be a police officer. If you don't study, you may not be able to. Okay, good stuff. So I hope you'll get on well with that, and I will hopefully see you again soon. So well done. Stay safe. Okay, and see you soon. See ya. Well done, guys. Have a good one, and I will see you for the next lesson.